this girl might come and kill me, so like, we won't post this one until like I move to Ireland and she can't find me. But
Sometimes don't put a name out.
Yeah, really.
it's true. Okay, but anyway,
She might remember it though.
she could. So my professor, he's like, well, you can come. I don't even remember what her name was. She's like, oh, you can come and sit over here with these two girls over here, because we were going over like the muscles. So we have like the big like models, and we're like going over them with each other. Like, so we had like a test like the next week or whatever it was. And so we're like sitting there, and we got our books open, and we're like pointing at them, and she's like sitting there like texting on her phone. She's got her nails done and everything. Whatever, like we ain't failing this shit. You are. It's your fault, not ours. And so, Amanda and I are just going along, and she starts talking about her son. And I was like, you look like you're 17, but okay. And she's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be having a birthday this weekend. And she was talking about that. She showed us a picture. And we're like, oh, like cute kid. She's like, he's a little monster child. And we're like, oh really? And she's like, well, he gets it from me. And we're all like, please, like, what the hell did you ever do? Like, cut somebody's hair with those scissors that can only cut paper? And I should be on YouTube. And every time I tell this story, like, different things come into play, though. So, anyways, and we're like, yeah, okay, like, we bet you were a bad kid. We say this out loud, and she's like, well, when we were younger, she's like, me and my sisters used to go around in the neighborhood and kill the stray cats. And we're like, what? We're kind of like, oh, like, haha, she's just kidding, right? And we're like, what do you mean? She's like, we used to, like, hit them with sticks. And, she's like, city, like, ghetto girl. She's like, we used to hit them with sticks. And she really talks like that. And we're like, what do you mean, like poke at them? Like, my friend Amanda says this. She's like, you just, like, poke at them or something? Like, to make them mad? Like, people torture cats like that all the time. It's not a big deal. And she's like, no, she's like, we used to, like catch them and put them in pillowcases and hang them up in trees and, like, hit them until they would quit moving. And we're like, oh my god. And she's just, like, nonchalant, just, like, texting along on her phone, and she's telling us this freaking horror story from hell. And we're like, oh my god. And Amanda and I were like, look at each other, and we're like, I was like, oh, she's like, are you kidding? And, she's like, this one time, my younger sister was like sitting out like on the front steps, just like in the summertime, and she was eating a Pop-Tart, and this cat comes along and it steals her Pop-Tart. And me and Amanda were like, oh, we can't eat Pop-Tarts in the first place, but whatever. Was it bacon flavored? Or catnip? Seriously? And we're like, oh, okay. And she's like, this cat comes up and like steals my little sister's Pop-Tart and like runs off with it, and it scratches my sister like when it runs away. She's like, nobody hurts my little sister and gets away with it, bitch. And we're like trying not to laugh because it's funny at the same time. And she's like, I got a little piece of ham. She's like, can I put it? I'm like, here, kitty. She's like, put it in the pillowcase. I'm like, kitty, bring it right in there. She's like, and we tied it up and we lit it on fire. She's gonna kill us all. Oh, serial killer right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I told this to Emily, and she started laughing, and like I can't help but laugh every time I tell this story, even though it's like, but and she's like, oh no, but the girl, she's like, yeah, she's like, we always married him though, and me and Amanda were like, well, that makes it all better. She didn't pick up on the sarcasm in our voices. Yeah. And Emily, I told this to Emily, and Emily goes, she's like, she's like, most like serial killers or like people that like go and kill people like in mass quantities or whatever, she's like start out like killing small animals when they're younger. She's like, never did that. I was like, thanks. It's like, that makes me feel so much better about going to bio class. I was like, she's taking A&P. I was like, think about it. She's learning human anatomy. And Emily's like, yeah, she's like, well, And she starts walking towards you, she's like, with a pillowcase. She's like, then you better start running. And I was like, they don't make pillowcases big enough for me. She's like, what do you think they made body pillows for? And I was like, that is so wrong. I was like, why would you say that to me? I was like, I see her 4 times a week for 2 hours every day. It's like, we're no longer friends, Emily. She's like, yeah, whatever. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh.